Oh my God. Oh my God.
We got Gabrielle Union in the news today, guys. Gabrielle Union has supposedly been fired from America's Got Talent because she spoke up against colorism, sexism, racism, all the isms, all right? Now, that is one attribute that I've always loved about Gabrielle. She always spoke out. She's used her voice, and she's not afraid to tell you what's on her mind. She never shies away from controversial issues, and she speaks up when it comes to racism and colorism. She's one of the very few African American women that is not afraid to put it all out there, and I respect her for that. Now, does that mean that her employer is going to respect it in the same form and in the same fashion that I do? Hell no. And when you're talking about NBC, they have a history, a blatant history of just racist issues that always occur at that network. And just to give you a clear-cut example of how Gabrielle speaks about, certain things and issues that lie in this country, especially when it comes to colorism. About a month or so ago, she was on record talking about how she lost a movie role to Bianca Lawson. And basically she said that the movie execs told her that Bianca was just prettier, when in fact she felt that the reason why they went with Bianca is because Bianca has lighter skin. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into these receipts and read what they have to say in regards to Gabrielle not coming back to America's Got Talent. Alright, and it says, news broke this weekend that Gabrielle Union would not be returning for the next season of America's Got Talent. But unfortunately for the actress, it looks like the departure may not have been on her terms. According to reports from Love B. Scott, the firing came as a result of her speaking up about problematic situations including racism, sexism, and more. Gabrielle's contract was not renewed after being the #1 talent on the show, NBC and Network TV. She set the record for her golden buzzer. They only replaced the women in blacks at Simon's whim. She wouldn't walk away from $12 million because she's busy, based on weekly interactions on social media. By the time AGT finale aired, Gabrielle was the #1 talent on Network TV for 2019. Why not pick up someone's option in extreme success? Julianne Ho was let go from the program, which the source alleges has nothing to do with either judge's popularity because both received more interactions than Howie Mandel, who still has a job. Social media engagement is the new measuring stick for talent, and Simon isn't on social media. Julianne and Gabrielle were both way higher ranked / engaged than Howie. The idea the network wants to switch things up only applies to women and black folks. Nick Cannon wasn't crazy. He walked away from 8 figures over how AGT operates. This matches up with Nick Cannon's claims from back in 2017 when he took to Facebook to announce that he was threatened with termination by executives after he made a racial joke about NBC during a stand-up special, causing him to quit. As of now, neither Gabrielle Union nor Julianne Ho have confirmed or commented on their respective departures from the show.
For making jokes like this one on his Showtime comedy special.
I apologize, white people. We over here talking about players and stuff, and you think this is America's Got Talent.
When people start to put restraints on my creativity as an artist, I just have to stand on my square and stand for something. And money isn't one of the things that moves me or inspires me. I love it. I embrace it the way everyone else does on this planet. But I don't make decisions based off of it. So
it wasn't an emotional decision?
No, not at all. Everything I do is calculated.
All right, so we heard the receipts in regards to Gabrielle Union and her departure from the hit show America's Got Talent. And then we heard a small snippet of Nick Cannon's issue with NBC and America's Got Talent as well. And Nick Cannon was alluding to the fact that he was doing a stand-up special with another network, and NBC tried to silence him as a comedian. And Nick Cannon felt that he wasn't saying anything derogatory towards another community or another race. he was actually poking fun at his own race, while at the same time letting other communities know and races that, hey, be aware, I'm about to say some ninja stuff. And for the new people that are actually watching my channel and watching this video, I used the word ninja to replace the actual word that Nick Cannon used. I hope you guys can catch on. I'm pretty sure that you can. So what's happening in Gabrielle's situation is this, guys. There's a thing called black obedience. And what black obedience means is the fact that you have a certain set of rules that is different from every other race that you have to abide by and live by if you want to keep your position. It's like this: you can't say certain things about a network that they know within themselves, people within that same network knows that it's corrupt, but you can't say anything about it because you're just lucky to be here. You're lucky to be on this show in this position. How dare you go out and speak up against our people that has built this foundation? So if you want to speak out in a negative tone about us, guess what? Here's your pink slip. And so, you know, I hate to get off subject, but it kind of ties into this same topic. When you look at Stephen A. Smith, I know maybe some of you guys don't know who Stephen A. Smith is, but he's a commentator for ESPN. He's head of a show called First Take. He was saying in regards to Colin Kaepernick, so what, the NFL wanted you to sign this bogus waiver. Go ahead and sign the waiver, because this is an opportunity for you to make money to get back on the field. Forget the waiver. But he's not acknowledging the fact that Colin Kaepernick would have signed his rights away.
Again, you mentioned obviously Max is going to get in here, and like I said, I'm in the streets. Max almost seems blacker than you, Stephen A. with what he's coming, with this commentary.
With all due respect, my brother,
I'm just saying, dog.
Wait a minute, wait to finish.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna check you right now. You don't cross the line.
And some people within our community are all about the check first. They'll do whatever it takes for a bag. You have Steve Harvey and other people in the business, Oprah. They're willing to sell out their people just to, get ahead and to continue to live that comfortable lifestyle that they have become accustomed to. And the funny thing about this situation is the fact that NBC will let Gabrielle walk when she's at the height of her success. And the show is thriving because of Gabrielle. She's the most sought out personality on the show. But because she decides to speak her truth, if she gets penalized and then ultimately fired, that should let you know that the First Amendment doesn't apply to all of us. And on top of that, guys, let me say this. A lot of people, especially in that business, are very intimidated by strong African American women. And when you pose a threat to be a leader, Gabrielle can be a leader of young African American women and all women of all races, because she's that powerful and that strong. They don't want you on television becoming more bigger than they are. And they don't want you swaying the minds of young, especially African American women, to feel that you can just say anything and speak your truth and think that you're going to get an opportunity and stay in that position. But anyway, I don't think that Gabrielle is pressed. She's not pressed about it. She got her own money. She got a hubby that got money as well. Dwayne Wade sitting on a couple $100 million. So she's not worried about it financially. But I bet you guys $1,000, right? I bet you $1,000 if Gabrielle Union was out here going from couch to couch, let's say on Wendy Williams or Ellen DeGeneres, supporting Trump, I guarantee you that our contract would have got picked up for the next season. And another thing, guys, I know some people are going to be like, well, Bill Cosby basically admitted that he did some of the things that they accused him of, and he did. But let me tell you something, guys. It wasn't until Bill Cosby tried to buy NBC that these allegations started to leak out about Bill Cosby. They were so offended that he went to the NBC network to try to purchase that network that they started to work behind the scenes to derail this man's life. Now, I'm not saying that Bill Cosby doesn't deserve to pay for his actions. Of course he does. Now, this is the thing that I want to say about that, though. If there was an open investigation, an honest investigation about the accusations that was placed upon this man, I bet you another $1,000 that only 30% of the accusations are true. A lot of this stuff was made up behind the scenes. They knew what they were doing when they came after Bill Cosby. It was nonstop, and they was focused, and they was hell-bent on derailing this man's career. And listen, he's behind bars for what, 2 to 3 years? Blind? Come on, man. They had it out for Bill Cosby. And again, let me say this. All these cases, whether true or untrue, didn't start to come out until Bill Cosby went to NBC and tried to buy it. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna let this go and let y'all have at it in the comments. Drop down and let a brother know what you think about this whole entire situation. All right, give me your true thoughts and assessments. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll get with you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.